We want to go live right now and show you a picture of the World Trade Center.
Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center here.
A lot of uncertainty right now as to what is happening.
It appeared to bank sharply and smash directly.
And there you can see the situation.
Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
The two towers are home, at least during the day, to upwards of 50,000.
I decided to join the Army shortly after September 11th. I was still in high school. Had a pretty profound effect on me, and I felt like it was my duty. I was young, come from the long line of military, my father, my grandfather. So it was just the natural thing to do. And after living a military life as a child, growing up, moving around, it was just it's what you do, you know. That's what got me in. I found out in 2004 that I was on my way to Iraq. I was excited. I was happy. It was something you're meant to do. Once you decide to start training, you know, what's the payoff? The payoff is to go and do it for real. My wife at the time was pregnant with our child, and so I knew I was sacrificing a lot, and everybody in my chain of command knew that I was expecting a child, and they were going to do everything they could to make sure I got home to see my child born. And they did, and it just came through. It worked out. I was able to come home, see my daughter born, spend a couple weeks with her. But you know, duty calls. You go back. You find a way to compartmentalize it. Of course, you don't want to leave your wife and your kid. But you got your buddies there. You've been with them forever. You're not going to let them down. You know, they're counting on you. When I came back, the emotions that you go through leading up to and arriving to a combat theater, they range from the extreme highs to the extreme lows. You find yourself bouncing all over the place. You're happy, you're excited, you're scared. Of course you're scared. If you're not scared, you're stupid, or you're lying. Yeah, my most memorable experience came when one of our guys was killed. Yeah. Iraq, the Army in general, it changed me. It changed me mentally, physically, emotionally. I was diagnosed with PTSD not long after I came home. And for me, it's manifested itself in a lot of different ways. Trying to deal with all these emotions, you just get mixed up, and not being able to really control my emotions was one of those things that happened through it all. I was angry one minute, sad the next, elated, just a huge, roller coaster of emotions. Nightmares, having to deal with things while you're sleeping, having a response to loud noises, definitely something I dealt with, and I still deal with, but there's so many things involved with PTSD. It really is misunderstood because it is just so complicated. It really is. And there's other things that even further complicate it when you start getting into using drugs or alcohol to cope with the things, the emotions you're dealing with. Personal struggles in a relationship, a marriage that was not working out, new child, lots of different stressors. And I lost my support channels, like my buddies that I'd spend so much time with. My friends, you know, obviously they were still either in the Army or they moved on to their home with their family to, you know, start anew. So it was definitely difficult. Lots of different ways. They don't train you how to deal with those emotions that come up. That fear starts to come at you and eat you. It starts to process, comes out at night, comes out in the worst places. Definitely noticed there was some things that I needed to work on. The summer of 2013, the VA gave me a call and said, "Hey, how would you like to go fishing?" I said, "You know, I never caught a fish in my life. I'm 30 years old." And they're like, "Oh, well, you know, we're going to Saratoga. It's a real pretty place. There's nice hot tubs in the hotel." As I said, "All right, I'll go check it out." And on that trip, I ended up catching the first fish in my life. Ended up being the biggest fish of the day. It was really exciting for me. You know, I got a lot of positive feedback from it. And following day, we did a river float on the Saratoga. You know, and this is me, new guy fish, never fished before, just caught his first fish. I just caught a bunch of fish. I was having so much fun. I remember it vividly. The scenery was beautiful. The people were so inviting. The greatest part about it for me is I don't really have to explain myself. They understand me. I understand them. Yeah, we didn't grow up or, you know, go the same places or whatever, but our common military service really bonds us. We've been there. We may not have been the same place, but we've been there. So talking to these guys and understanding how they've been able to get through it and still carry on a normal life, that's inspiring to me. Just knowing that, hey, there's some hope. I'm not always going to be, you know, so down about it. Maybe one day I'll be able to, you know, rise above it, and that's for me a really big part of it. Everything we do, building rods, tying flies, meeting, practicing, tying knots, the drive to where we're going to stay. We're waiting to get on that water, and it's like the motto of the Healing Waters, the water holds no scars. There's something special about it. It like, I don't know, it talks to you. You hear it. It drowns out everything when you're in the river. It's really, it's been, yeah, it's changed my life, man. Like, for the better. It's awesome.
Do you want, what do you need? Some notch in your belt or some lover on your sleeve? You could be the stepping stone from ocean to land. Probably not, will you just hold my hand? Do you want, what do you crave? A lighthouse in the female form that'll shine on some shore. Honey, you could be the light in the darkness or the grave. Probably not, will you just take me home?